so incredibly happy you're here today. We are diving right into day one of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge Explainer. Now, over the next 30 days, we're going to break down how to improve your spoken English step by step. Every single lesson we cover from our source material today is simple, it's practical, and it is laser-focused on real-life communication. If you've been searching for a structured, no-nonsense way to really level up your English, well, you're in exactly the right place. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's jump right in. Right off the bat, if you've ever said to yourself, I understand English perfectly when I hear it, but I just freeze up when it's time to speak. Or maybe I always forget my words the second I open my mouth. Listen, you are absolutely not alone. The data shows this is literally the single most common frustration among learners everywhere. We often get tricked into thinking fluency comes from just memorizing endless grammar rules or reading thicker books. Okay, let's dive into this, because the truth revealed in our sources is actually quite different. Fluency doesn't come from a textbook. It comes from using English every single day and training your brain to stop translating and start producing. To get you there, we need a solid roadmap. Here's what we're looking at today. 1. The fluency mindset. 2. Habits of successful speakers. 3. Mastering your introduction. 4. The 8-step framework. And finally, number 5, your day 1 challenge. It's a packed agenda, so let's keep moving. Section 1. The fluency mindset. Practice over perfection. The absolute core idea here is that to really progress, we have to stop translating from our native languages in our heads before we speak. Instead, you've got to start thinking in simple English sentences, like, I am drinking water, or the window is open. By describing the world around you in English, you completely bypass that slow translation phase. I absolutely love this quote from our source material. At Rachel's English, speaking is a physical habit, not a concept. Think about how profound that really is. Learning grammar, that's a concept. It's mental. But speaking is highly physical. Just like a classical pianist learning a complex new sonata, or an athlete practicing a golf swing over and over again, speaking a language requires physical repetition. You are literally building muscle memory in your mouth and your vocal cords. You have to get the sound you want into your body. Now you might be wondering, okay, how much time is this whole thing going to take me? Well, the magic number is 10. That's 10 minutes a day. According to the data and incredible student success stories, it only takes 10 minutes a day of consistent practice to see massive, undeniable results. There's this wonderful anecdote from a student named Chow. When she first started, her speech was quite choppy, pretty hard to understand, but she carved out just a 10-minute chunk of her day, every single day, to practice out loud. Over time, her English completely transformed. It became completely natural and easy to understand. It proves that consistency always beats intensity. Moving right along to Section 2, Habits of Successful Speakers, the 7 Secrets. Let's look at the actual daily routines that separate truly successful English learners from everyone else who kind of just gets stuck on a plateau. Here are the 7 habits laid out nice and clearly. First, keep a daily schedule. Prioritize those 10 minutes. Second, repeat endlessly. Third, embrace your new American voice, which just means allowing yourself to sound different without feeling silly about it. Fourth, record yourself. Fifth, tailor your study notes to your actual life. Sixth, speak without waiting for perfection. And seventh, find practice partners. Now, what's really interesting about this is this second point, repeating endlessly. There's a story of a successful student, Adrian, who noted that he would repeat a single audio phrase literally 1,000,000 times to lock in that physical habit. He didn't find it boring at all, because getting better is never boring. He just repeated it until it was completely automatic. Section 3, Master Your Introduction, the first impression. Now that we have the mindset and the habits down, the absolute best place to start speaking and applying them is with a rock-solid personal introduction. Whether you're jumping into a job interview, a Zoom meeting, or just chatting at a coffee shop, a clear self-introduction sets the foundation for every conversation. We're going to use an incredible guide from Preply to craft yours today. But first, let's look at what usually goes wrong. People tend to overload biographical details, they nervously mix verb tenses, and they completely forget their purpose. We've all been there, right? Mentioning every single school we attended, jumping between the past and present, and worst of all, leaving the listener wondering why we're even talking to them. The solution is exactly the opposite. Simplify your narrative. Share just one interesting detail. Stick strictly to the present tense for your current situation, and state your goal clearly. You don't want to overwhelm your listener, you want to invite them into a conversation. And as you're preparing this introduction, I want you to keep this number in your head, 40. Hitting the right pronunciation checkpoints actually improves listener comprehension by up to 40%. It's not just about what you say, folks, it's how you deliver it. You want to focus on stressing your content words, like your nouns and verbs, and relaxing your unstressed vowels. Connect your words naturally. Say, name is, instead of pausing awkwardly in between the two words. That smooth delivery makes a massive 40% difference in how well you are understood. Section 4, the 8-step framework, build your intro. We're taking Preply's approach and streamlining it, and this brilliantly illustrates how having a clear roadmap completely removes the anxiety of figuring out what to say on the spot. Let's see how this builds into 6 seamless, highly actionable phases. Step 1, greeting and name. Start strong. Step 2, location and role. Where are you from and what do you do? Step 3, background highlight. Pick one relevant achievement. Step 4, purpose of the meeting. Why are you here today? Step 5, personal detail. Just a quick hobby to build some human rapport. And step 6, the closing invitation. Asking a quick question to pass the conversation right back to them. Notice how logical this flow is? It moves so smoothly from basic, concrete facts straight down to personal rapport and an open invitation to chat. Let's look at how this sounds when we put the whole shebang together using a simple fill-in-the-blank script. Listen to the pacing here. Hi, I'm Maria Santos. I'm from Mexico City, and I work as a graphic designer. I'm here to connect with creative professionals. In my free time, I love hiking. What brings you here today? Do you hear how natural, yet completely professional that sounds? It's concise, it covers all the necessary bases, and it ends with a warm invitation that immediately takes the pressure off you. Section 5, your day 1 challenge, record and review. All right, we are going to tie the mindset and the practical framework together right now. Remember habit number 4 from earlier, record yourself? Well, you are now going to use that exact habit to practice your brand new introduction script. So here is your highly actionable homework for day 1. Your challenge is to stand in front of a mirror or grab your phone and record yourself speaking a 45-second introduction in English using the framework we just covered. Say your name, your city, your profession, your purpose, and a hobby. Then actually listen back to it. Check your stress patterns and your transitions. So the crucial point is, do not worry about mistakes. Please do not obsess over perfection. You are building muscle memory right now, and your confidence is going to grow purely through this physical practice. I want to leave you with this final, exciting thought. If you start this simple, 10-minute habit today, what will your English sound like on day 30? Just imagine the fluency, the confidence, the total lack of hesitation. You have the tools, you have the mindset, and now you have your day 1 challenge. Go record that introduction. Celebrate the fact that you took action today, and I absolutely cannot wait to see you back here for day 2. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and have a wonderful day.